For decades, artificial general intelligence, or AGI, has felt like something straight out of science fiction. But that is changing, and it's changing really, really fast. To get a handle on where we are and where we're going, we're going to dive into the perspective of a true pioneer in this field, Shane Legg, the co-founder of Google DeepMind. He's been thinking about this stuff for a very long time, and honestly, what he has to say is something we all need to hear. And right there, that quote really sets the stakes for this whole conversation, doesn't it? This isn't just about a new app or a faster computer. According to one of the people literally building it, this technology is going to fundamentally reshape our entire world. So, what exactly is this thing we're talking about? Okay, so before we get way ahead of ourselves talking about timelines and what it all means, we need to get on the same page. Let's start with the most basic question of all. What are we even talking about when we say AGI? So, Shane Legg puts forward this definition he calls minimal AGI. And the benchmark here is absolutely key. It's not about being a genius or some kind of expert. Nope. It's just about being able to do the huge range of mental tasks that a typical person can do. It's a simple, really relatable standard that avoids setting the bar so impossibly high that most humans couldn't even pass it. That's the million-dollar question, right? If that's the bar we're trying to clear, how are today's most powerful AI systems actually measuring up? Well, the answer is it's a little weird. And this is where we get to this strange, kind of lopsided profile of the AI we have right now. I mean, in some ways, it's already superhuman. It can speak over 150 languages, its general knowledge is just phenomenal. But at the exact same time, it can totally fail at things a person finds pretty simple, like learning a new skill over time, figuring out perspective in a picture, or even just counting the number of objects in a scene. It's brilliant and somehow still surprisingly brittle. Okay, so this brings us to a really crucial idea. AGI isn't just some switch that gets flipped from off to on. It's way better to think of it as a spectrum, a series of levels that build on each other. So here's the roadmap that Legg lays out, which makes so much sense. First, you've got minimal AGI, the one we just defined. Once we hit that, the next step is full AGI. Now that's an AI that can match the entire range of human thinking, including the amazing feats of geniuses like Einstein. And after that, you enter a whole new territory, artificial superintelligence, or ASI. So you can see the path from matching a typical person to matching our greatest minds, and then finally to leaving us all in the dust. All right, so if we have a definition and we have a roadmap, we're going to need a test. How will we know? For sure, when we've actually gotten to minimal AGI. It's definitely not as simple as just having it pass a test in school. The most important letter in AGI is that G. It stands for generality. Think about it. The amazing thing about our minds is how flexible we are. We can do thousands of different things. So an AI that can make $1 million on the stock market but can't figure out a simple joke, well, that's not general, is it? The true test is that incredible flexibility. So Legg suggests this really tough two-phase test. First up is the gauntlet. The AI has to pass a huge suite of cognitive tasks that typical humans can do. If it fails even one of them, it's out, not AGI. But if it passes, it moves to phase 2, the adversarial probe. And this is where a team of experts basically gets months to try and find any cognitive task it can't do. If they can't find a single one, well, then for all practical purposes, we're there. We've got AGI. Okay, so let's imagine a system passes that incredible test and we've officially reached AGI. Is that the end of the story? Oh, not even close. Because human-level intelligence isn't the finish line. It's just a launching pad on the way to superintelligence. This is a pretty fundamental question, isn't it? Is our intelligence, the very thing that built our entire civilization, is that the smartest anything can ever be? Well, the hardware we're all running on suggests the answer is a pretty firm no. Just look at these numbers. The human brain is an absolute marvel of efficiency, running on just 20 watts of power. But it's stuck with the limits of biology. Its signals travel at about 30 meters per second. A data center, on the other hand, can pull 200 times megawatts of power, and its signals zip around at the actual speed of light. When you look at power, speed, bandwidth, sheer size, it's not even a fair fight. Silicon just has ridiculously more potential than our biological brains. And all that data, all that raw physics, leads Shane Legg to this pretty blunt conclusion. Look, just like we built machines that are stronger and faster than any person, we are now building machines that will eventually think in ways that are just far, far beyond us.
So, this all leads us to the most critical part of this whole discussion. What does this actually mean for us, and how soon is this new reality gonna get here? The answers might be a lot closer than you think.
2028. For more than a decade, Shane Legg has stuck by this prediction, and he's not backing down. He believes there's a 50-50 shot, a coin flip, that we will achieve minimal AGI by the year 2028. An AI that can do what a typical human can do. I mean, just think about that. That's only a few years away. So who gets hit by this first? Well, the rule of thumb Legg offers is pretty simple. If your job is purely mental and you can do it from anywhere with just a laptop, you're in a high-risk category. Think software engineers, people in finance, law. But jobs that need you to physically interact with the world, like a plumber, or jobs that rely on a really unique human connection, like an influencer, they're safer. For now, at least. But the challenge here goes way deeper than just some jobs changing. Legg argues that the fundamental economic system we've all lived under for centuries, the one where we trade our mental and physical work for money and resources, that whole system might just start to break down when machines can do that work for next to nothing. Now, this doesn't have to be some scary dystopian future. The potential for a real golden age where machines create unbelievable wealth and help us solve humanity's biggest problems, that's absolutely real. But it forces us to ask this enormous question that's so much bigger than just technology. We have this incredible opportunity sitting right in front of us. The real question is, are we ready to build the new world that comes with it?